A lot of you are saying, where's the brother? The brother's coming up right now. Very funny. Please welcome him. He's a regular on the Today Show. Please welcome Mr. Rick Younger.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I feel the love, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, all right. I don't have a bunch of time. Calm it down. Let's get this thing going. All right, all right. I just want y'all to know, as I look out over the crowd, you guys are like a representation of New York to me, because as I look out over the crowd, I see cultural diversity. That's one of the things I love about living in New York. New York is so culturally diverse to you always see things that just totally shoot holes in all the stereotypes. And I saw something not too long ago that really touched me. I was on a subway platform at 59th Street in Columbus Circle, and I saw 3 Asian tap dancers. Oh yeah, they were getting down too. They doing tricks and things. I mean, people are walking by putting down their money. I mean, even black folks are walking by going, look at those Asian tap dancers. And it inspired me so much I came back a couple of days later with a couple of my boys, and we started doing martial arts. Now we're doing Tai Bo and Tai Chi, and they're tapping, and now we're having this cultural exchange of Asian tap dancers and black martial artists, and people are walking by putting down their money, and then we robbed them. Because we didn't want them to think we had small penises. That's right, one stereotype at a time, people. Rome was not built in a day. Oh man, I hope y'all having a good time tonight, but really I don't care that much. No, because I'm just happy to be out of the house, people, because I got a 5-year-old back at home. Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes when you got a 5-year-old, you're just happy to be around other adults. Because I'm here to tell you, 5-year-old is the closest thing you ever find to an animal. Yeah, because they're primal at that age. And my son, all his energy, all of his emotions right there on the edge, and he's just like constantly like, ah! 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 I'm like, I think he's putting in that last-ditch effort fighting against being domesticated. No, what it really is he's still dealing with the terrible twos. And I know what y'all are saying, Rick, you told us he's 5 years old. What do you mean he's still dealing with the terrible twos? See, people think terrible twos starts on the 2nd birthday, ends on the 3rd birthday. No. Terrible twos starts sometime during the year your child turns 2, and I think it ends around like 18 when they move out of your house. Yeah, and you can't beat kids these days. You know that you can't beat kids. Yeah, people always look at me like I'm evil when I say, oh, he's an evil man. He wants to beat kids. You damn right I want to beat kids. Everybody who has kids wants to beat kids. You may never beat your kid, but you want to beat your kid. I mean, who doesn't want to beat kids? I mean, it's an easy win. Who doesn't want to fight somebody they know they can win against? And my wife had to explain it to me. See, my wife is white. She explained it to me. She said, Ricky, see, what you don't understand is that when white people, when we hear beat, we think of a different level of ass whipping. See, black folks, we use beat to cover everything. All forms of corporal punishment is just beat. Yeah, see, people hear me say beat, they think I want to punch my son in the face. Well, I do want to punch my son in the face. But I would never punch my son in the face. But you got to realize that your kid will do things that if an actual adult had done the same exact thing, you'd have to fight them. I'll give you a perfect example. A couple of years ago when my son was still dealing with the whole potty training thing, he's sitting in the living room watching his favorite TV show, Yo Gabba Gabba. He's all in, he's focused, he's watching Yo Gabba Gabba. But halfway through Yo Gabba Gabba, he starts leaning to the side like, oh, what is going on Yo Gabba Gabba? He is pooping his pants. But now all of a sudden he doesn't want the poop on him, so he gets up in the middle of my living room, starts to pull down his diaper, pull up whatever the hell he had on at the time, starts to pull it off and just drops a huge hunk of shit in the middle of my white rug. Now I got to explain to him that he can drop a huge hunk of shit in the middle of my white rug, but I can't hit him and I can't say the word shit. I'm like, why did you poop on my rug? You do not poop. Don't you ever poop on my rug. Oh, I wish this was the 70s. I wish this was the 70s. So my wife is white, everybody. Got a white wife. My wife is white. Well, that's how I like to describe it. We live in a racial exchange program at my house. Yeah, me and my wife, we're the perfect example of a real black man married to a real white woman. You probably want to know what that means. Well, you should see our wedding pictures. It's me and my black groomsmen, her and her white bridesmaids. Yeah. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland. You've seen Baltimore on TV. The Wire, Homicide, Life on the Street, 80% black, Baltimore, Maryland. My wife is from Oklahoma. Yeah, so when I go to visit my wife's family, I get off the plane, my feet hit the ground, black population rises by 100%. So we have learned a lot. We have learned a lot being together. we made a lot of observations. One of the things we've observed, one of the things we've learned is this. Black people think everything is about race. And it is. But white people think nothing is about race. Oh, and it's so frustrating. I had to explain to my wife, look, baby, I've been black long enough. You got to trust my black spidey senses. You got to trust my black spidey senses. Y'all, black spidey senses, that's that innate ability as a black person to know that something is racial. Most of the time you can't prove it because most of the time the evidence is circumstantial, but trust me, baby, it's racial. Trust my black spidey senses. And we learned this early in our relationship because when we were dating, we lived a block away from each other. One night, I'm going to go visit my wife. I step out to go out the house. I put on my black skull cap and a black coat because it's cold. I step outside. I turn the corner. First thing I see is a white woman walking by herself. My black spidey senses went off like crazy. Blah, 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 blah. I got so afraid, so I started to pray. I'm like, dear God, please do not let this white woman turn around and see me. But to show you that God has a sense of humor, at that very moment she turns around, her eyes get huge. And she starts to do that run-walk thing, you know? It's like, it's not running, but it really is running. But it doesn't qualify as running because she's abiding by the Olympic rule where as long as one foot stays on the ground at all times, it's not running. She's moving. And I'm like, dear God, please do not let me catch up with this white woman. But I was taller than her, you know? So I'm, you know, and it's like she's moving as fast as she can, and I'm gaining on her. It's like she was living her worst black zombie apocalypse nightmare. She's moving like this, and I'm just like, she got so afraid till she ran up into the doorway of a building she obviously did not live in. I can see her down there like, oh God, please don't let me in. Oh my God, oh my God. He took all with them, and I just go to her and say, hey lady, I'm going to go see a white woman, it's just not you. So I get to my wife's apartment, and she's like, Ricky, what happened? I was like, baby, I can't believe this. On the way over here, I just scared the hell out of a white woman with my mere black existence. She's like, Ricky, I don't know if that was racial. You know, because I'm a woman, and I go out at night, and I see a man, I don't care if he's black or white. You know, I get afraid. I'm like, yeah, but she was running down the street going, please don't kill me, nigga, please don't kill me. I think it was racial. But I understand the fear. I understand where the fear comes from, because if you watch television and film, you get the idea. You watch media, you get the idea that black men are menaces to society. I know it's true because there is a movie called Menace to Society with black men in it being menaces to society, so I understand the fear. But you gotta understand that black people, we watch those same movies. So when I'm walking down the street and I see a black guy, I'm just as scared as you are. So I gotta act like I'm not scared. I see a black guy walking towards me, I'm like, oh man, this nigga gonna rob me. He sees me walking, like, oh man, this nigga gonna rob me. And we walking towards each other. Both of us wanna cross the street, but we can't because we know whoever crosses the street now has to get robbed by the other guy, because that's the rule. So we keep walking, and we finally, like, just almost like two dogs circling each other till we get up to each other, and we finally get up the nerve, and we just give the head nod, and we fart. And we farted because we almost shat our pants. But since the robbery didn't go down, that was our ass giving a sigh of relief. I want to thank y'all for allowing me to take y'all on that racial safari. But hey, I ain't got that much time, so I just want to say I'm going to leave y'all with what I like to call Rick Younger's words of wisdom. I'm Rick Younger, in case y'all wondering, who the hell is Rick Younger? And why should we listen to his words? So listen up. Word of wisdom number one, people, remember, a penny saved is a penny earned, unless you stole it. So don't steal. See, y'all are good people because, you know, sometimes I play rough crowds. I always have one guy in the back who's like, Rick, robbing people is hard work. You know. Word of wisdom number two, people, remember, one monkey don't stop no show. Unless, of course, it's a one-monkey show with no monkey understudy. And finally, my last word of wisdom goes out to the ladies. Ladies, remember, a good man is hard to find. Especially when he's hiding from you. My name is Rick Younger. You've been beautiful. Good night.